this is Chino with Electro Freeze Southeast. We are gonna do a reassembly video on an Electro Freeze CS4 soft-serve machine. So these are all our parts. They have been sanitized in the 3-compartment sink and air dried. We're gonna put everything back together. So this is the nozzle. It's gonna go straight onto the head assembly. All right, so any parts that is a gasket or an O-ring of some kind needs some lubrication on it. So we're gonna put the O-ring back on the head assembly. All right, just like that, very simple. So there is O-rings on this plunger, dispense plunger. So we're gonna put some lubrication on that. All right, and we're gonna pop it back in. We'll pop it into these grooves on the plunger. We're gonna put the plunger into the head assembly. We're gonna fix the we're gonna fix this into the plunger, the handle, before we pop the handle in. So you'll want to put it in and then pop it in, and then put the pin on top into the side of it to make sure it actually holds the handle in. So we're gonna leave this aside with the 2 knobs. So the drip tray cover just goes right back onto the drip tray. We're gonna need some more lube for, this is our mixed feed tube. So we wanna lubricate the gaskets that go on that. And pop them back in. This is our gasket for our regulator for the mixed feed tube. I'm gonna put that on as well. And if you look at the mixed feed tube, the regulator goes right in there, and you can see you can turn it either on for day mode and then off for night mode. So very important. So now we are gonna put our beater assembly back together. This is our breaker bar. You'll need a little bit of lubrication toward the end and a little on the front, because this actually moves around a lot in the beater. We are gonna apply a little bit of lubrication on the plastic part of the beater seal. The plastic side of it goes into the beater shaft, and then the suction side of it, the suction cup looking side of it, goes against the rear of the machine. So we're gonna put the blades only go one way. It doesn't really matter which way you turn it, right? But the side with the ledge is facing outward. And all right, and that's it, folks. And we're gonna put all these parts back on the machine, and we're gonna get it up and running again. All right, folks, so our parts are completed, and we're gonna put everything back on the machine. So this is our mixed feed tube. That goes into the hole. You wanna put it snugly in there past the first gasket into the second gasket. Then this is our float. It goes in. We're gonna put the lid cover back on. It's our hopper cover. We're gonna put one of our drip trays back on. All right, so this is our beater assembly. You wanna use both hands. The reason being is you never want that rear shaft to actually hit the inside of that cylinder. So what that does will cause little dings in your cylinder. So we're gonna put it in, and then we're gonna turn it to make sure it snaps in, and then you'll hear it. It snaps in, and then the beater's fully in. You wanna place that breaker bar with the perfect square in the middle so that the faceplate would slide right on. So we're gonna put the faceplate right on. and it should slide right in place. And then when you're tightening it, make sure you get both knobs in. And what you want to do is tighten them together. So you'll never want to tighten one side more than the other. The reason being is then your door is not going to sit in there correctly. All right, and that's our rod actuator. You're going to put that up there. This is what tells the machine to turn on and off as you're taking product out. So, all right, and thanks for joining us.